Ciao gamer, facciamo un gioco. Ipotizziamo che tu scarichi League of Legends in questo esatto momento, inizi a giocarci e ci stai subito in fissa. Facciamo finta che capisci al volo come funziona. 2 team composti da 5 giocatori si affrontano per distruggersi a vicenda in una mappa piena di obiettivi e mostri da uccidere. Tra le centinaia di campioni disponibili scegli Garen. Ti piace Garen? Con Garen è facile uccidere gli avversari. Non hai bisogno di essere il migliore fin da subito, poiché il gioco stesso ti posiziona insieme ad altri giocatori del tuo livello. Giocando e divertendoti avrai modo di diventare sempre più bravo. E così vinci la tua prima partita a League of Legends, insieme ad altri 4 sconosciuti. È bello, certo, ma ti accorgi anche che affrontare gli avversari con un gruppo di amici è molto più divertente. Tu potresti giocare il tank, qualcun altro il guaritore, chi l'arciere, l'assassino o il mago. Ci sono tantissimi ruoli che variano in base a come intendi sviluppare il tuo campione durante una partita. Il tempo passa e inizi a conoscere tutti gli altri personaggi, tra cui Lux e le sue dannatissime abilità, Darius, con il quale probabilmente farai la tua prima pentakill, o Timo, il più diabolico in assoluto, e ti affezioni a questi campioni unici e particolari, tutti con un loro stile di gioco e una biografia che racconta la loro storia nell'universo di League of Legends. Poi scopri un'altra caratteristica del gioco, ovvero le partite classificate, dove ogni risultato determina la tua posizione in un sistema basato su leghe e divisioni. Potresti focalizzarti su quelle, ma scegli di giocare semplicemente per divertirti, tanto il gioco ti offre un'esperienza enorme anche senza competere per un punteggio, perché League of Legends è questo, è dinamico, intuitivo e sempre diverso. Più ci giochi, più te ne innamori, e dopo ogni partita non puoi fare a meno di cliccare su Gioca ancora. Tutto questo ovviamente solo se lo scarichi. La scelta di giocarlo in fondo è tua.
Ciao, ho appena creato con Wix un sito web professionale per il mio portfolio d'attore. Vediamo come. Allora, vai su wix.com. Posso personalizzare quello che voglio. Inizio cambiando il testo, aggiungo l'immagine che preferisco e poi la metto qui. Bello, eh? Wix Video è il modo migliore per mostrare il tuo portfolio ed è perfetto anche per i miei lavori. La chitarra no. Per un attore come me avere visibilità è molto importante e con Wix SEO il mio sito appare sulla prima pagina di Google. E non finisce qui. La chat è già nel mio sito, aggiungo la mia foto e ora posso rispondere dal vivo a messaggi di tutti i miei fan. Mamma, tu no però. E per far sì che gli agenti mi trovino velocemente, inserisco qui una sezione dove possono contattarmi. Ecco fatto. Niente male, eh? Vai su wix.com e crea subito il tuo sito web professionale.
Hey guys, James here today and welcome back to another Sims 4 building video. Today we're doing a micro home with the new Tiny Living Stuff pack. So if you don't know, in this pack there's a new lot type called Tiny Homes. There's 3 different tiers. If you build a house within 32 tiles, you are considered a micro home. So that is what we're going to be doing, fitting everything that we need to within a micro home. But that's not all. I asked on Twitter what kind of things you guys wanted to see, and as you may have guessed, one of them was trying to build a trailer and work it out that way. But there was also another one to try and get, 2 adult Sims and a toddler. But I was like, a toddler is great and all. You can fit him in a smaller bed. But I was like, I might as well try and design this with 3, not 3 child Sims, 2 adults and 1 child. So then you could have them grow up a teenager, adult, and basically three fully grown adults can live in this place. It might be a little small, but it's possible. So that's kind of what I'm going for. And you can see I spent a lot of the beginning of this trying to figure out the exact size I was going to go for because it needed to be 32 tiles or less. And I also needed, I wanted like a little balcony on the back, and I was like, yeah, I might as well try and figure that out. And I found out, because I was like, I want to put some stairs to get up to the top. I didn't actually use the roof, but you can, if you want to, when you're doing these, is use the roof space for additional stuff, because it doesn't technically count as more floor tiles. I didn't put anything up there because I felt like we didn't need to. You'll see, I think we get everything in. We don't really need anything up there, but it's accessible if you want. And it also saved me a few tiles on the back of the house. You may have seen that I was able to remove like 3 of the tiles at the back, and I added a bit to the front to give it that sort of, I guess, diagonal pointed bit at the front, which gave us a bit more space, which is great. And now continues, and now begins the figuring out of the floor plan and testing it. I did move myself sim in here to test, so you might see some testing going on here as well. And I think one really helpful thing that really made this possible was I saw Sima, which I will link down below. They sent out on Twitter this awesome 1x1 usable bathroom space. And we end up using that in here. So I just want to give a shout out to her. That was awesome. She also did, I believe, like a fully functional, completely livable 2x3 house. I think that was just recently. That was also awesome. Definitely recommend checking her out. She's got some great streams and videos as well. So now this is where I'm trying to figure out the floor plan, the layout, how it's all going to work. You may have seen, number 1, I tried to use the Murphy bed. My guy got squished right away. Like, I swear that always happens to me. But the Murphy bed does fit in that sort of recessed wall section, which is perfect because I had that weird cutout section there to use. So I'm really glad that the Murphy bed could fit in there, because that means we could use this living space or use this room as a living space rather than the other end, because it saved a few tiles. So here's where I'm sort of testing out this to make sure it all works. You can see you can shower, go to the toilet, and use the sink. Unfortunately, that does mean that this build does require the Sims 4 University because of that shower. But that's really the only shower that's going to look good and work in there. I honestly don't know if other showers work, because obviously those are like a 1x1 tile. So this build only requires base game, tiny living, and university life. It would have been nice to have it base game and tiny living, but couldn't do that if we wanted a shower as well. And I think it's a good trade-off. It is a good trade-off. But other than that, basically using all tiny living stuff throughout this entire build and just working out where things can go. Obviously, we used the Murphy bed with the couch so we could have the TV there. And I was going to put those chandeliers in, but then I was like, I don't know, because this is technically like a home on a trailer. And I guess in theory, you'd be able to move it around. I was like, I don't know about a chandelier hanging down while driving. But I guess having said that, we also did that hanging plant on the back. So I don't know, you might just want to take that down when you start driving somewhere. Anyways, and then this begins the process of me trying to figure out how to fit in a kitchen, dining, and a second bedroom. So that's what we're doing now, trying to figure out how that's all going to flow together, how it's going to work. We essentially needed a 1x3 space, at least for a bed, and also, a room for a door. So trying to mix and match everything, figure out how that's all going to work was interesting. I also did utilize some wall lights. I didn't want to use, I did want to use a new lamp, that giant lamp, because you guys did mention in my build by overview, there's like a little slot to put items on that big new lamp. But also it is quite big, so I didn't really have room for it in here. I think I tried a couple of times, it just didn't work. And so this is where I was like, we could do a toddler bed, or we could try and fit, a full-size bed in there. So this is where I started doing some rearranging and seeing what's going to work here. I really wanted to, it would be great if this worked, this sort of splitting that room in half, but they can't get to the fridge there. They do need the 2 tiles to get to the fridge. So that kind of complicated things a little bit. Then I realized I could probably cut off room from the bedroom. It does make the bedroom, a tad bit claustrophobic, but it means that it all works, which is great. So this is what we've done with the kitchen. We put the stove on an angle, got the fridge tucked away in the corner. Then we have 2 counters there just by the window, which are fully usable. Like those are completely usable. I do put a sink in one of them, which means that they will cut up and prepare and serve food on the corner counter, which works just fine. But we do have this weird diagonal gap, obviously you can see between the stove and the counter. But I just decided, let's just get out some decorative items, and I'm going to put them there. So it looks like this counter there. You can't really see the gap, and I think that was like a good compromise and a good way to use that space, because it meant that I could have the stove on that angle and have it all sort of fit together. And I think it looks pretty good. I think it's a good little workaround. We also have a bin. I did not forget a bin in this build. This is probably like my most functional build in terms of everything actually working and existing, because I swear normally I forget something, whether that be a bin or whatever. In this case, I got it all. So this now begins the process of me adjusting this bed and adjusting furniture to see what works. I would have liked to have the little dresser in that corner just so we could get it. You know, it looked a little bit nicer, but you can see I kind of had to shove the bed further into the room, which, I mean, arguably doesn't look as good, but it is more functional. So we got the dresser there, we got the bed, this double bed, the Murphy bed, still works. Assuming you're standing in the right spot, you can get into it, but you do have to put it up to get out again. But it means that we were able to fit a desk in here with a computer. It also means that the lounge room now has 3 chairs as well, because that was the other thing. It's like if we have 3 Sims, they couldn't all sit and watch TV, but now there are 3 chairs that they can actually sit on, 2 on the sofa, 1 on that dining chair by the computer. They can all sit in there. So it is like functional in that sense too. It just means when the bed goes down, there's less accessibility around the place, but I think it's good. Actually, you know what I didn't test? And we'll test it at the end of this. When the bed is down, if they can walk past the end of it, because there is technically a tile at the end, but we do have the TV, we've got this poof there, so there might be a couple things in the way when the bed was down. The idea was that the bed could go down and they could still get to the bathroom and the other bedroom. I don't know if that's the case, so we will definitely test that at the end. But I think it's sort of all coming together here. I was seeing if I could fit a mirror in there. I think Sima did get a mirror in there, and it did look quite good. But I don't know if it was a base game mirror or something, or I don't know. But I decided not to because I didn't want the handles over the mirror, or like a mirror over the shower head. So we just put a mirror in like the hallway and by the front door, I think, as well, or something like that. And now I'm just basically going through, adding little decorations to the build, a little shoe rack there as well. Make it, feel a little bit more lived in and a little bit more, less, I guess, stark. And just a few nice little items around the place. I love that little poof. I really wish they could sit on that. Actually, I put it under that TV unit because I think that's what Deligracy did in her tiny home. I think she was like, I really want to use this. And then I think it was like slotted under the TV. And I was like, that fits perfectly. It is technically a little table, so they won't sit on it anyway. So I think it was a nice thing to just sort of slot under there. And it adds a bit more color as well. I made it yellow to go with the blue. I think we got some good colors in here, Maybe, I don't know. And then this bedroom is a little sad because it's quite small. I decided to try and add a little table here. I guess kind of like a little vanity thing almost, because I put a few little, I think like perfumes or cologne or something on it. Perfumes? Is that the plural of perfume? Or is it just perfume? I've got a lot of perfume. Yeah, it's probably just perfume. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I just put some stuff in there because it seemed a little empty and a little bland. So I was like, let's just put a little table in there. We can get a mirror. We got that little rug. And I think it feels a lot nicer now than it did before. I mean, obviously the bed is still squished into this little hole, but to be fair, it's a trailer for 3 people. I think it's pretty good. It is a big trailer. Like if you compare it to the size of the car or the truck I put down there, it's pretty big. You might want some large roads to drive it on. So I don't know. Anyway, we're doing the outside now because obviously we don't want a blank lot. Now with the micro home, I don't know if it's with the other tiers as well, but with the micro home, you definitely get the faster growing plants, and I think they grow twice as fast. So I was like, let's do a garden here, or design a little garden patch where you could plant, whatever you wanted, grow it out here. That's a really nice spot. So basically the garden is kind of designed around this, and then I just do lots of plants. I do like a little picnic table, Oh, and I think I do a wedding arch as well. Not for weddings, just because I thought it looked really nice. Like it framed the pathway really nicely, so I liked it. So that's kind of what I did, just a bunch of plants out here. And I guess when I was doing it, like I was putting plants and flowers around the actual trailer itself. I was like, it doesn't really make sense unless the trailer has been there for ages. Which, I mean, because it's attached to a truck, so it's like I don't know how long the trailer would have been here. But I guess, I don't know, there's been little bushes and flowers that have grown right around the trailer. It looks good. It doesn't have to be realistic. And quite frankly, most of this probably isn't. I don't know. I don't know. It looks good though, and it works. It's 32 tiles, so I am happy with that. I did a little garden hose on the fence there as well. Went to nighttime, got some little lights along the pathway because I thought that looked nice. You can see I put the wedding arch there because it just goes over the path. I don't know. I think it looks really, really nice. And then I've got this little front garden thing. I would have done like a barbecue pit or something like that, but again, because I'm using base game and tiny living only, and I guess technically university, I thought let's just do like a little picnic table, a little tree so you could sit there in the shade or whatever. And that would be quite nice. And then on the rooftop, you could put some stuff up there if you wanted, but in this case, I've just put like a little vent and like an air conditioning unit. So they just sit on the roof of the trailer there. And that's kind of it. That's pretty much the build, but we will jump into the game in just a moment and make sure that when the bed is down, you can still access stuff. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe you just have to put the bed up. You have to deal with it. You're locked in the single bedroom if you're in there, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the build. Let's go ahead and jump into the game. All right, so we're in the game. We'll just give you a quick look in case the speed build was too far. I think this is really, really nice. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out, the garden and everything. I mean, the back of the trailer looks kind of strange with, you know, the stairs going up. And technically, we could make this a 31 tile build just by deleting that. But I don't know, I thought it looked kind of weird just having this stairs go around. Maybe it doesn't, I don't know. It was just sitting there. You could get rid of that if you wanted. Anyway, so that's the build. Let's go ahead and go inside. So I guess we'll just have a quick look before we actually test and make sure it works. I think it looks really, really nice. It's really nicely detailed. It's got everything in there. We're using the new door, little shoes. You know, I didn't actually test this doorway with those shoes. I think we got to test this again. Let's get, where am I? I'm standing up. Oh, okay, I teleported myself all the way over there. Let's, just jump myself back here. There we go. All right, so we're a little bit closer. So go up to this level. Let's just say go into the living room. I was going to say if he couldn't somehow get in there now, I was going to be so upset. All right, so he's going into the living room. That's good. And as far as I'm aware, everything currently still works. Let's make sure we... okay, yep, man. Okay, it's the shoes. We can probably shift this over a little bit. We were using move objects a lot during this. It should still work here. We'll test the door again. So now begins the testing process live on video. Okay, now can you go in there? Okay, cool. That's fine. And let's just make sure you can still get out of the house. Probably also important. Yes, you can. That's fine. Good. Okay. Now, so we can still get around. The kitchen still works. I tested that all before. I don't know if I don't think I recorded the testing of the kitchen. You can still get in that bed. Let's go put this bed down and see if this still works. Because the problem... Oh, you know what? There's actually a bunch of room here. Let's just say go here. Oh, that took up less room. I guess because the floor tile, if you look at it, actually goes to there. Like, that's where it goes to. So, yeah, that's fine. We got loads of room. Hey, can you still get to the computer when the bed's down? I doubt it. No, okay. So to get to the computer on that side, you do need to put the bed up. But I think that's a fine compromise, considering it all still fits and it works. Like, you just do that, and then you can get over here, no problem. So that's cool. That is the little trailer. Hope you guys enjoy it. I guess try play with it. So basically now what you would do is just, if you want a toddler or a baby in there, just replace that bed. But yeah, the bed works perfectly fine in there. And you know what? I don't know if I tested this. Change outfit. It should work, because I don't think they actually need to walk up to it, do they? No, that's fine. They don't actually use it. It just sort of stand in front of it. Easy. Beautiful. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. This is the little micro trailer home, which will be up on the gallery, and I'll link it down below. I don't know if I can upload it before this is out. The game comes out in a few hours after posting this video, so I'll put it up when the game is out. But thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time, and have an awesome day.
Hello everyone, it's me! Welcome to another video, and today we're going to be building a tiny home for 8 Sims. Da-da-da-da. You guys were sending me lots of pictures of cute tiny homes with nice aesthetics, and I feel like the last 2 tiny homes we've done the micro home, we've done the tiny home, and now we've got to do the small home. The last ones we did, they were very much using the look and feel of the tiny stuff pack, like that mid-century vibe. So I'm thinking for this one, we make like a little doll's house looking small home, but for 8 Sims, because I feel like, I don't know, that makes it a little bit more of a challenge. So let's get into it, shall we? Where to begin? I'm kind of thinking we have like a cute little window, something like that. And we're gonna also have to have a staircase probably. So I'm just gonna kind of build it back like this, just as a starting point. And how much have we already used? 44 out of 64. Okay, that's going quite quickly. Oh wait, no, that's tiny home. We have up to 100 tiles, so that's good. For a staircase, I'm thinking that we maybe do like a cute L-shaped staircase, perhaps. So I'm kind of thinking that we want it to go from this side, like this. And I'm wondering if we're going to be able to fit some kind of bathroom under here. It's a little bit tricky because if we put a full wall here, it's going to cut it off. And if we put a wall here, we're not going to be able to use that space. But what I think is maybe we could make this house a little funny, where even if there's a toilet under here, we could get the highest half wall possible. Oh, that's going to intersect. We could use this half wall. And even though you can technically like still see into the bathroom, it's like, it looks like it's blocked here. Oh my gosh, you can literally walk up the stairs and you'll see into the toilet. It's okay, it's gonna be kind of cute looking. Now I've also seen a lot of folks are actually managing to put a toilet, shower, and a basin all together in one little pocket. I think Sima started this. Probably a lot of people have figured this out. Like I know a lot of you have been saying a basin can fit in. Oh my gosh, how? And then you put the uni shower on top and apparently your Sims can use it. Let's just play a test this. Oh, he's got a big pimple on his nose. Oh, he definitely can't use that. Oh, maybe you size it down? Maybe you gotta size it down to use it. Okay, so he can pee in there. Can you wash his hands? Oh my gosh, it works. Can you take a shower as well? So you gotta size down. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. You've just gotta size down the sink and it actually works. So thanks to James Turner and Simaki, because I just checked what you guys had done to make that work. And apparently you can just put like a little thing here with a curtain on it and you're good to go. How clever is that? That's really cool. Just double check he can actually walk in here. Oh, what? He can't get in there now? Okay, he doesn't like that. All right, so it doesn't actually work for me that way, but that's okay. We've still like fit in a lot there, so I'm pleased about that. I mean, that's great, because if we have 8 Sims in this house, it's good to have 2 working bathrooms. And yeah, you can see into the toilet and shower from the staircase, but hey, this family is a little different. They're a little eccentric. They don't really care about privacy all that much. Okay, let's get this cute little thing in here. And we want to keep the lounge room relatively small, I'm thinking. Like although for 8 Sims, it would be good to have it a little bit more spacious. We'll see how we go if we can actually do much here. But I'm thinking we just use the built-in TV stand. Obviously, we could bring this forward. Oh, maybe we should just do that. Maybe we should just be going as tiny as possible. And the poof thing that I was confused why Sims couldn't sit on it is because it'll act as a table, the poof thing that came from Tiny Living. So I believe it should be in coffee tables, right? Oh, it's not in coffee tables. Where is it then? Chairs, side tables. Here we go. So that's why Sims can't sit on it. So it all makes sense now. So that can just kind of sit there and be a table. Usually when building tiny houses, you guys have probably noticed if you've watched my other videos, I actually furnish and build kind of at the same time to make sure that everything can fit in. And I've noticed a lot of people do the same thing. It just makes it easier to manage, I think. I'm gonna put that in the corner here, so we can probably put something else. I'm thinking over here we could have the kitchen. We can just go with maybe some parenthood type stuff. So we're gonna have to have a stove, a fridge, a sink, and a bin. Kind of going with a pink theme here because I don't know. I just think dollhouse, I think pink. We can have our sink over there. Probably only needs to be this big, hey? So we can make this even smaller. How good. But then again, if we want to have a dining table, if we have 8 Sims, we probably need a table that's going to at least seat 6 of them. I mean, we could do 4, but I reckon we can stretch it to 6. So let's see what we can do here. Maybe it's possible to put it on an angle. We'll get some cute chairs in a couple of different colorways to make it fun. Okay, so that's not gonna fit as nicely as I had hoped. And that should work, right? The thing with these tiny homes is I feel like you have to test it a lot to make sure that your Sim's able to use it or utilize everything. Can probably actually give a little bit of extra bench space as well, just to make the cooking of the meals a little easier. And I forgot a bin last time, so I'm gonna pop a bin there. Okay, so we've got dining, living, all in one bathroom that is lacking a little bit of privacy, but you know, it's not so bad. And then someone was saying Sims can't slide across on the beds anymore. So I'm a little bit concerned that maybe that's like a new thing that isn't working, like a little glitch. I don't know. Hopefully it'll still work. Which way's the front? I'm going backwards. That's the next thing. You know, how are we actually going with this? We do have a fair bit of space. See, if we extended this out just a tad, we could make this into maybe a proper bedroom. Oh, this is hard. This is indeed hard. I also don't want to make the house look odd in terms of its shape, because that's gonna now sit out a little bit. I guess that's okay, because that way we can fit the bed in here. We can also put some kind of dresser in the corner as well. This one will fit here. Beautiful. So you got your dresser, you got your little master bed. So this will sleep 2 Sims. That's beautiful. Let's make sure our Sim can get into the bed. Okay, cool, he can get into there. 2 Sims done. We need to get 8. So let's go up another level. Just gonna kind of build this out and see how many tiles it would use up if we utilize the whole thing. I'm assuming too many tiles. Okay, how many did we use just then? 120. Well, we're definitely going overboard here. What about if we go like this? Still too many? Are you telling me this is how much room we have left to use to sleep another 6 Sims? Goodness gracious. This might be harder than I thought it was gonna be. Oh dear. That's gonna delete the stairs. All right, so we can do this. I believe we can do this. We could use toddler beds. Now that is one way to pass the challenge, but what happens when those toddlers grow up, you know? Let's say we had, actually, you know what? This is actually a problem, this shape here. I say we cut that out fully. Well, we've still used 111 tiles. Oh, it's counting these tiles? Oh, okay. Well, we can roof over that and it won't count those tiles, right? Okay, this makes it a little bit more doable. So we could have 2 beds here. We could even do them like this, I suppose. See, these could be bedrooms like that, like that. God, this is so hard. So maybe we just went really over the top with this dining table. Would this fit okay? Let's see. Can our Sim get out of the bed? It's wakey time. Okay, let's see if he can get to all of these chairs. Can he get to this chair? Okay, he can get around. He can still use a toilet, right? Okay, that's okay. That's okay. It's working. All right, so we do have 8 Sims now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we still have a few tiles left. So we can do another bathroom. I'm not sure where to put this bathroom. If I extended this and kind of went like this. Oh, this is hard. This is a really hard. Oh, I know. Can we build some? Oh, we can't build over that staircase. Well, technically, if we put a wall here, actually not using any more tiles, is it? And we could probably put the bathroom just in here. Oh my gosh, we might have a 2-bedroom, 8 Sim household here. Then we just do the same bathroom trick where we take these items, size down the sink, put the shower just there. We can make it so the doors match the color of the room you're going into, like this. That's cute. I used to know some girls who, there were 3 sisters and all of their rooms were matching with their own colors. Like one was pink, one was blue, one was yellow. Or maybe it was one was pink, one was green, one was yellow. And it was so cute because they all matched. This is our nice little tiny home. It's pretty, it's actually a really simple shape. We can have our roof that goes over here and then another one that kind of sits here. Does that look weird? Maybe we should rotate it this side. I don't know which is gonna look nicer. Oh, that looks odd. That looks very odd. That's okay. It's not the best, but it'll do. Then let's get some, I wish we had some extra tiles because I would love to lift this up so it's like on little stilts. I mean, we could get rid of the wardrobe in the master bedroom to do that. We could do this and that way we could lift it up because the thing is we're gonna need some tiles here to get up to the front door. And it can be on little stilt legs. I don't know what it is, but houses on stilt legs just look so cute. I'm gonna make it into a beautiful pink dollhouse. Aww. And this is the fun part, we get to decorate it. Okay, I think in terms of windows, I would probably use the Strangerville windows just because these remind me of a little dollhouse. Can put a nice big window at the back here. Want a big window in the master bedroom. Maybe on the other side will look a bit nicer. Kitchen, I guess. Oh, I forgot about the windows with the shutters though. Maybe for the kitchen, we'll just put a couple of smaller windows because of the stove. In this spot, we can have the 3 windows that go like this. Yeah, that's pretty. Maybe we should have that at the front door too. And so the door doesn't look as short, maybe there's a little thing above the door. A little like hanging plant just to kind of make it look like it's balanced in height. We don't have a fireplace technically, but I feel like a chimney always is appreciated. It's like it's a dollhouse, you know? And maybe we can put some stone detailing at the front in this little bit. Maybe this side bit too. Oh no, is that gonna wrap around the whole house? Okay, that doesn't work. Or maybe we just try some like white blocking on some of the roofs. Put a little bit of cute fencing around it. I feel like we need little plant boxes too. Yeah, that looks cute. I've never had plant boxes under a window, like anywhere that I've lived, but I feel like it's a really sweet thing. Do any of you guys have plant boxes under your windows? I hope you water them every day. Am I putting in too many plant boxes? There's no such thing. You can never have too many. I have this little white tree in the front yard because just aesthetic, you know. Oh wait, when did I do an extra tile? What? Saying I have too many tiles, really? That's not a problem, I'll just bring that in. Wonder if there's a cuter mailbox we could use. Maybe this one from Seasons with the little daisy things on it. Put some little daisies here along the fence line. Ba, 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 ba. Beautiful. It's a little dollhouse. Okay, now we gotta do something to these walls. So I'm thinking we go with my favorite cutesy wallpaper or old-fashioned wallpaper, which is this one, but I want the full one, not the one with wood on it. Actually, that is quite cute. I don't mind that. Get some stair railing in there. And I mean, we could go white floorboards, but I'm thinking we go for something a little bit more traditional, like just dark flooring. We need to get some really cute curtains as well. So we could get these ones from Cats and Dogs maybe to put around here because this pink kind of matches the walls really well. Put a couple of those. Now, I wonder if the bigger curtain style will suit this wall. Yeah, that looks quite good. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Need some privacy in our very non-private bathroom. That bathroom, it's like I have dreams where I'm peeing in a bathroom where like the wall's really short or the door's been taken away or something like that. I always have those dreams, and I was speaking to my mom the other day and she's like, I have those dreams too. I wonder if that's the dream that everyone has. A lot of people I've heard, oh, we can put our little toothbrushes here. Oh, cute. A lot of people I've heard have the dream where your teeth fall out. That's like a really common dream to have. I think it's just interesting that a lot of dreams lots of people experience. It's a bit weird that this kind of intersects the window, but I guess this is a little bit of a weird house. Like it's an eccentric little house. Got a pink rug. I'm going to size that down with my bracket keys and pop that there. I guess the TV can be just in the middle like that, and maybe we can have like a skill building item on the side. The guitar here, because with 8 Sims, you're going to want to build up their skills probably. You can even put a little easel in the corner. Oh, you can have a couple of plants up here too. Oh, I took the little faces off. Well, they can have patterns on them. The teeny tiniest little doormat in the teeny tiny room. I wonder what we can put under here. I feel like we need to utilize all the space. Have a bowl. A future cube. I mean, we may as well put some pet stuff under here so they can have a pet. Let's put a little cat bowl down here and then a little mat. So that's the pet corner. We should probably put some kind of stone over here. Maybe just a vampire one. Some kind of range hood would be nice as well. Is this going to be too tall? This always has weird colors. I guess the brown works. Maybe I just put the little one on the wall like that. Safety first, people. We're gonna have our fire. I was about to call it a fire hydrant. What is that called? A smoke alarm. Let this be a reminder to everyone watching to check that your smoke alarms are working and that you're keeping an eye on them, because very important, safety first from Delhi. This window is annoying me. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. I think I'm gonna get rid of it and just put a corner one of these in. That's nice. I like a teapot in the little cottage too. And maybe a little popcorn machine for the 8 Sims who live here, because everyone needs a little popcorn in their life. Oh, although the dish rack is kind of cool. Actually, I rather the dish rack just because it's wholesome. Cookies. Well, there's definitely going to be kids in the house probably. Oh, I really want to use this just because, you know, it's cool. But I don't know if it's going to make it so the sim can't get into their chair. We can only try. Oh, and this radiator. I love this radiator. I want to put this in too. The Sims aren't going to be able to use their house because of all of the extra decor I've put in. Now, on this wall, we can just have a nice picture of beautiful fruit in a fruit bowl, because that will make you hungry while you're in the kitchen cooking. And in terms of the bedrooms, I kind of want this to be the purple room because upstairs we're going to have a green room. So I'm going to go ahead and select purple here and just find something like maybe this vampire one, or maybe, oh yeah, this one's cute. Just do floorboards in here. I mean, there's really not a whole lot to furnish because these rooms are so tiny. That's the beauty of a tiny home. Oh yes, the 90s lamp. I always think of this as being 90s. I don't know if these lights are 90s. Oh, I put 2 there, but it just reminds me of the 90s. Oh, I really want to put a grandfather clock in too. Maybe it can fit in the corner here. Put some clothes on the wall because it doesn't look like they can have a wardrobe. I mean, they can have a wardrobe over here. I'm sure we can fit one in. Oh, that's pretty big. I mean, you should be able to get into the bed, right? Right? Can you get into the bed? Oh yeah, no worries. That's fine. Okay, so the master bedroom is done. Very nice master bedroom. Let's now move upstairs. Oh, we can have a checkered blue room and a checkered green room and a checkered yellow room. That's so adorable. I mean, I guess we don't need to have this big stuff up here. Too many tiles? Why does that? Oh no, that's fine. That was weird. And then maybe we can put, no! What happens if we just get rid of that? What does that look like down here? Oh dear, that's not the best, is it? Well, this is why I think it's best we keep the wall there. Oh no, let's just revert it to how it was. Let's just keep it how it is. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. We could put a nice reading chair here because there's not many seats in the house for all the Sims. Let's just maybe match the carpets to the room color too. Ooh, that is a green carpet. Maybe we'll just go white carpet in there. Actually, can my Sim even get up here? Please get up the stairs or else I'll cry. What? Can he get up the stairs? What? You can't get up the stairs? Why? Is it because of these? I'm just going to delete all the items to try and figure out what's stopping him from getting up the stairs. Oh, wow. So it was actually the wall under the staircase here that he didn't like. Okay, well, maybe I won't put the curtains on the windows just in case. Oh, what? And now this decides to clip. Now you decide to clip, do you? Unbelievable. All right, now I'm just gonna finish off these bedrooms. All very simple. And color coordinate them accordingly. Put a yellow light in there. Uh-oh, we don't have a green light in here. Okay, we'll get a different one for in there. We can have the blue light in here. Oh, is that blue? That's blue. There's a green light. Ooh, that's like a green. I can't have that green in this house. Actually, we'll just go with the white. I really don't think I can fit much in these rooms. They're kind of sad. I guess we can have a couple of posters on the walls. Pictures always make the rooms a little bit nicer. And there we go. We have our 8 sim tiny home or small home built. And that means we're going to be using less space, which means lower bills and feeling fine all the time. Happy, inspired, and focused buffs last twice as long. Yay! So let's have a tour of our house. It is nighttime now, but that's okay. We can see what it's like at night. So we go in. Oh, I also just realized this isn't painted. Okay, I also put a couple of these lights. This room, and there's lights on. They don't really lighten up the space much, do they? Anyway, let's go into our house. Whoa, it's so tiny, we can't really see anything. Just to the side here is our lounge room with our TV and skill building area. We have our little pet section here. A little hidey spot the pets can go around to. You walk forwards into the very spacious dining room, very beautiful, and our small kitchen, which you can see is very easy to use, very beautiful. You go in here, the grand master bedroom. It's a little bit tight, but it is certainly cozy with a gorgeous view, I might add. We go around here, and this is our 3-in-1 bathroom, toilet, shower, and basin, and you can even see people going up the stairs, which is always very sociable. Have a chat whilst you're on the John. Go around here, say hello to the people doing their business. It's always great, very close family, tiny living, very intimate. We have the blue room in here, very cute. We have the yellow room in here, the green room in here. I mean, there's not all that much to see. And then we have the second bathroom. Very nice. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you thought of this challenge and try the challenge yourself. It's quite tricky, this one. I'm curious to see how you guys go. As always, I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And I can't wait to speak to y'all soon. Dag, dag.
Hey guys, James here today and welcome back to another Sims 4 house building video. Today we are doing the Impossible Micro Home Challenge, which I first saw Kayla doing this, also known as Little Simsy. She was challenged by Sim Guru Frost basically to make a 32 tile home that can house 3 Sims that is under 12,000 simoleons and you can't use move objects. So that's what we're doing today. Yesterday I did do a 32 tile home and it did house 3 Sims. I did say it could have toddlers, but I also kind of forgot the fact that you need a bathtub for toddlers, so we addressed that. And this one, that's right, this one with no move objects can have toddlers in it. Pretty cool. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, no, so I thought I would go back and my thought process on this was diagonal tiles are bigger than non-diagonal tiles, technically, but the number is still 32. So that's where I was going with this. And I feel like it is actually true. Like, I mean, mathematically, it makes sense that diagonals are longer than, you know, right angles. So in my head, I was like, that makes sense. This will be technically bigger, but still 32 tiles, right? And it was. And I think it turned out really well. I spent ages here still playing with the floor plan and the layout. And also we got the budget of 12,000 simoleons, which in the end ends up being 13,500, including, because the lot value is 1,500, but that's not included in it. So the house in total with the lot is 13,500. And occasionally my money sort of like messes around because I keep jumping into live mode and then coming back into build mode and selling an item. And then it's not worth the same anymore, so I actually end up spending less. Anyway, I had to keep reloading the lot without a sim on it so I could get the proper value back. Yeah, so there's a lot of playing around here at the beginning, figuring everything out, because I wanted a full-size bathroom. I know the 1x1 bathroom that we did last time, I think that's really, really cool. The fact that that even works is really awesome. But number one, we can't do that in this because that requires move objects. Number two, a lot of you guys are like, nah, it's cool, but you know, I kind of want an actual bathroom. So that's what I wanted to do in this one, is give us an actual bathroom. Number one, because we just can't do it without move objects. We can't do the other one. And then also I wanted to get the bathtub in here. So then you have the option of having a toddler here as well. So that's what I'm playing around with. And you see I'm just moving stuff around, trying to figure stuff out, which TV I'm going to use. And man, these the tiny living TVs are expensive. Like that's the other thing. It's like with the budget in this one, it definitely adds a challenge on top of this. And then without move objects is also fairly interesting. This is also where I realized that I totally forgot about a dining table. I was like, man, I've got so much room left. There's just so much space in here. Then I was like, oh yeah, we need a dining table. And I could have gone with the dining table with the 2 chairs, but I was like, you know what? I feel like if there's going to be 3 Sims, we should try and get 3 dining chairs in here. So that's what we're going to try and do. Just again, a lot of rearranging. Also, the shape of this house is just super weird. Like because it is diagonal and I'm sort of shifting rooms around, we end up with such odd shapes of the build. Also trying to minimize the number of tiles I have to use. Like for example, in the bathroom, you only really need 1 tile to stand in a bathroom. So that's why I'm adjusting where everything is. Then I can cut out that corner behind the sink and everything still works just like that. So that is quite good. So that means the bathroom only needs 5 tiles, sorry, instead of 6 to really work well with a bathtub. We could have made it smaller if we used a shower, but that in the end worked out just fine. And then I'm just trying to figure out where I could get a little bit more space in because I need to get a little bit more room for the Murphy bed to get another dining chair in here, or I guess technically a bar stool. And then I also was like, well, we need a dresser as well. And then here's where I was figuring out the TV. I was like, I still think the wall mounted TV was a good option. So I ended up going with that anyway. I was like, I need a desk. And then I ended up putting the desk in the other bedroom over here. So the bed is next to the little office desk here. I actually flipped the bed around the other way. I think the bed might actually still work like that, but I wasn't convinced. So I just flipped the bed the other way and it definitely works like that. Not great feng shui to have a bed facing away from a door, but if it works, it works. Yeah, so without move objects, it was interesting. But I think it was... It went okay. It went okay. There's obviously a lot of rearrangement of stuff to get it all to fit. A lot of holding down Alt to get stuff in a nice space. I know a lot of people always ask us, how do I move objects so smoothly? You have to be using Sims 3 camera mode in the options of the game. Then you just hold down the Alt key while you're placing an object and then it sort of goes smooth. I believe if you're using Sims 4 camera mode, that doesn't work. I mean, no, maybe that's smooth rotation. I don't know, it's one of them. Anyway, something to keep in mind. Oh yeah, so I was gonna do a flat roof. And that's fine. I knew it would add tiles, but I was just gonna remove the floor. Like I wanted the half wall to go all the way around and not have a floor there. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll click remove floor. But apparently if you remove floor, it also removes the ceiling of a room, even though it's still technically there. So I had to do half walls completed by a roof. So we got this like sort of interesting roof on the house, and then I don't know. And then I'm trying to get windows in here, and then this is kind of where I realized that the budget is getting low. Like we're not really done. We haven't really decorated. We've basically just got functionality at this point and not a huge amount of decoration. So that's what I'm trying to get on now. And it's also, I think around this point where I may have realized that because I'd bought and resold objects and entered live mode, I had lost money that I shouldn't have. So that I actually had less money than I should have. Anyway, so there's a whole thing. So this is where I'm trying to make it look good and trying to make it sort of function. These little windows from, from Get Famous, actually really useful for this build. Really good for tiny builds, actually, because I can't really fit a lot of the big windows in here. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. We had those 2 nice large windows there for the living space. I would have added curtains, but it kind of ran out of money. It got to the point of the house where I was sort of doing the outside and, painting the walls on the outside and finishing the exterior. And I was like, well, I want a little bit of money for landscaping because otherwise it's kind of sad. So then I kind of left a few things, like there's no curtains or anything like that. Although I don't normally put curtains in builds anyway. And I even think in a build like this, the curtains would probably take up too much space. So that's the thing. And then I was just trying to figure out where I wanted to put windows elsewhere. The interesting thing is, at some point in the game, they started making doors and windows really cheap. So there's from a certain point, I think it's from like Seasons or something. Seasons forward, things are so cheap. But then there's all these other windows that are so expensive and other doors that are so expensive. It's really interesting. I don't know why that decision was made, but it is interesting. So we've got that little dresser by the door. We've got the TV there next to the bedroom, next to the bathroom, sorry, in the kitchen. And there was actually a suggestion in the last build that we did yesterday that was like, why is everyone using sinks in the kitchen? Why don't you just use a dishwasher? because that goes in the counter, leaves the counter space free, then you don't need a sink there. And then you can have a sink in the bathroom as well. So we got a sink in the bathroom, dishwasher in the kitchen, and that way it means that we still have the counter space. The kitchen only takes up 3 tiles. Really smart, so I went with that as well. I was like, that's great. And here I'm just trying to get a few little decorations inside because it is kind of bland. Like, yeah, we've got items and all that, but it's kind of lame. So we got the rug in there, size that up. And then just doing the bedroom. The bedroom doesn't really have much going for it. I was really trying to save money. And at this point, it's just making sure everything works. As you can see here, when the bed is down, they can't get around to the dining table, which I wanted to make sure that they could. And actually like sort of get around to the bed. So the bed can be down and you can still use the entire build and it should work fine. And then when the bed is up, obviously you can still use it too. So the bed doesn't really inhibit anything. It just obviously takes up more space, which is good. So it means the whole build is usable, bed down, bed up. You don't have to do any weird jank stuff. Like in the last build we did, and to be fair, that was in a little trailer. Like the confines were much more, I feel. So that's why you sort of had to put the bed up, walk into a crack, and then put the bed down to get to one side of it. But, you know, that was a quirk of that build. It was a great build. Just one of the many little quirks of it, you know. And then this is where I'm like, okay, I got like no money to decorate the outside. Let's try to use terrain paints using this sort of stone as like, I don't know, a porch lining. I don't know. Look, I think it looks nice. And then it was just, you know, obviously we have a bin. I did not forget a bin. We got an outdoor bin. We got an indoor bin. We got it all. Really wanted to do roof trim or like trim around because you see where like the white floor tile is above the columns. Oh, I can't see it now, but around the other side. That really annoyed me, but that's for some reason one thing in build mode that costs money. The half wall trims cost $0. Roof costs $0. Floor trims cost money, and I couldn't afford to put that in, unfortunately. So I was just finding a balance of plants here, but we'll jump into gameplay in just a second, and we can see it all sort of functioning there. So you can see how it all works together, all micro, all beautiful. All right, so we're in the game. My cell sim currently has a moodlet, which means we can't actually use the bed right now because he was squished in it before. But that's okay, we'll test the other stuff first. So yeah, this is the build. I think it came out pretty nicely in the end. Got the little door off to the side. Got the single bedroom over there. I feel like you've seen it all before, but just to make sure it all works, let's go test everything out. So we'll just make sure that the sink works. It's good. I didn't know why I used the sink before the toilet. I feel like we could have done that the other way around. Yeah, he's going to it. That's fine. Oh, you know what? I could flip the bathtub the other way. That should work, I think. Otherwise, we have a problem. No, we're good. Okay. We just flip it the other way. It's fine. I always forget, 100% of the time, I always forget which way the bathtub has to face for it to work. And I'm always thinking the tap has to be there on like next to the item, but it's the other way around. Anyway, that works fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. He can now sleep in a bed as well. But yeah, so if we go, I guess change outfit. Let's change into our pajamas. There we go. Let's put the bed, well, let's sit on the bed, make sure it works, and let's go like watch a bit of TV, you know. I feel like this is all gonna work. I should probably test that bin as well because it's kind of tucked under there. That looks good to me. Let's go sleep, put bed down. There you go. Hey, yeah. And then I assume we can still, wait, let's just test this again. I assume this works still now, right? Yep, very nice. Can we go in here? Well, let's see. Can we sleep on this side of the bed? Okay, interestingly, he goes to that side of the bed. Is that a problem that we have, or can we not go on this side? I want him to sleep here. Here. Okay, that's interesting. Can he not get there, or is that? Let me just move this out of the way. Let's see. Interesting. Okay, so that might have been slightly in the way. All right, stop doing that. No, get out of the bed. And this is why we play test. No, stop. Why does this happen every time? Literally every time I try to use this damn bed, it always crushes me. All right, this better not kill me. Put the bed down. I don't have time to be killed right now. Okay, sleep. Wait, what? Now the chairs? No, here, on this side. How did I make it? Wait, I made it worse? I can't get over here now? Okay. Okay, we can get back to the chair. That's fine. Can we get on this side now? Because that's really the issue here. He really does not like this being here, which is really unfortunate. Oh, also, I moved that into the wall. I moved this into the wall a little bit, hoping that it would work. As you can see, it's just covering everything up. I think the bed still works here. Let's just test that again. This really does not like playing nice in that spot, which is really unfortunate because it fits so well there. This challenge just became real. What if I shove it into the wall more? Not using move objects, but it is pushed back a bit further. No. Come over here. Okay, so take two. There have been some changes, as you may have noticed. So basically what I had to do, it took me a while to figure it out. So now this is all functional. I have tested everything in this build. It all works, including this side of the bed. So I changed this out for a little side table instead, and now this acts as our bookcase instead of the TV unit as before. A few little decorations on it, nothing too special. Around this side, we have the other dresser. I decided to use the bigger one just because it looked a little bit nicer. It filled that space better. So that's the bigger dresser there. You know what? Do I want a different color on that? I feel like the white's kind of boring. Maybe that. No, we got that sort of reddish bed. Maybe we could just do maybe that. It's kind of nice. The wood tone doesn't match though. Maybe that. Sure, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so we got this now. That's the TV, that's the dresser. So that's changed. The bin is there. This all still works. The bin works, the stove works, dishwasher works. As you can see, it's actually running. I cooked a whole meal. Bathroom all works, which is great. And I had money left over in the budget thanks to that stupidly expensive TV to do some more things now. So what I ended up doing was adding some decorations in here. We got a calendar. It's pretty exciting. And we have an elephant. Also exciting. And then I actually had money to put the trim around the roof, which I was upset about before, so that is in. And then I was like, you know what, let's do some outdoor stuff. I did like a fence. I mean, I guess if you wanted to spend more money on other stuff, you could just get rid of the fence, but I thought it looked kind of nice. It was a nice little addition. Added some more stuff around the back, and then just like a little couple of seats and a table, and that hedge as well, because I also at the back of this looked a little strange. So putting a hedge in there made it look much, much nicer. But that is now the micro family startup. And just to prove that it actually does work, because I feel like I need to, let's just go here. So that's our bookcase, as I said now, so that's good. We can go sleep on this side. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. Get up. And we'll go sit in this chair to make sure you can get through that side. Please don't tell me it's broken. No, it hasn't. Good. And then you can sleep over here as well. That's all good. And I believe I tested all this, but just to triple, quadruple check. Yeah, that works. Cool. Okay, and then also play some games. Play some Blick Block. There you go. Great, the build all works. There it is, under $12,000. In total, this lot is $13,490. So the lot and everything on it is actually $11,990, then plus the $1,500 land fee. It costs that much. So yeah, if we go to build mode, I think we should be able to see that. Oh, it's changed because, yeah, whenever you move a sim in, it changes. It's $13,490. It's gone down a bit. So that's how much it costs. And that's it. 3 sims. You can have a toddler. I was going to do what Kayla did as well, by having, we could get a cat in here, but again, like she had to do, we'd probably have to put the litter box outside somewhere. I was like, well, she already did that, so let's just not. But yeah, that's the build. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. This will be up in the gallery for you guys to download if you're interested. So check that out. I'll put the link in the description down below when it's available. But until then, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time, and have an awesome day.
Hey guys, it's Stella here. Welcome to another tiny build video because obviously the tiny stuff pack has just come out, so I'm doing a lot of tiny builds. And basically what I wanted to do first off was complete the micro tiny home, which we've already done. And now in this video, I'm building the tiny home. In the last video, I decided to build it with you guys step by step in real time, but this one I just kind of did it in my own time, but filmed it for you guys. And now I'm obviously speaking over it as it's doubled up in speed to get done a little bit more quickly, because it's probably a little bit similar to the last one we did. But I think maybe for the next tiny build we do, which is a small house, I think part of that challenge is going to be to go for a different style completely, like something that's maybe more old-fashioned as a tiny home and not be led so much by the aesthetic of the pack, because I feel like that mid-century modern vibe kind of directs you to build a certain way. At least it does for me. So yeah, that's what we'll try and do in the next part if you're kind of watching this and thinking, oh, it's too similar to the last one. But I'll let you guys decide. So yeah, for this one, we had to keep it, oh, I can't even see what it is right here, at 64 tiles max. So this was actually a lot easier to build. I only had 1 sim to build for, and that meant I only needed 1 bed. So I thought instead of using the Murphy bed, I'll use the single bed in this build. We use a Murphy bed in the last. And You know, I probably should have tried to fit 2 bedrooms into this because there's a lot of tile space for the tiny home. But instead, I decided to do 1 bed and then on top of the build, actually do like a rooftop area, which also does count as tiles. So you guys will see that unfold in just a moment. And yeah, basically I just thought, you know what, I want to make it look cozy, cool, use as many of the new objects as I can again. And I feel like whenever I get a new pack, that's what I want to do. I just want to use all the new items, get used to experimenting with them, placing them out, or placing them down rather, and yeah, just having fun with it. What's the first thing you guys do with a new pack if you have The Sims? I know a lot of you guys watch these videos without having purchased The Sims or having a computer or console to play The Sims on. But for those of you guys who do play The Sims, what do you do when you get a new pack, or what have you done? Or what was the very first thing you did in The Sims? I can't remember what I did in The Sims 4 for the very first time. I remember we had Create a Sim demo before The Sims 4 came out. So I did like a sim. I remember she was really blonde and she had the love heart tattoo, which I really liked. And I made her. That was the first thing I did. And then in Sims 2, I remember building when I first played it and just looking at all the different items that were like glass items. There's a glass table or something like that. It's funny the things you remember sometimes. And a lot of mint green colors I used. I don't know. This is what I remember. I also thought for this build, in the previous one, I used all the packs. Like I didn't restrict myself at all. I just wanted to use as many tiny stuff pack items as possible, but I didn't restrict myself. For this one, we're going to use mostly base game and tiny living items. I think the only non-base game items I'm going to use is for the fence and balustrade on the staircase, just because the one I used, I think, was from Dine Out. It just lent itself so well to this pack. I was like, it looks like it's part of the mid-century modern vibe, so I did use that. And I think I also may have used a couple of bushes on the exterior of the house. I think I did from Get Together, just so there was some greenery on the sides. So I did use a couple of things that aren't base game. I'm sorry. But if you want to download this house, I'll put it on the gallery as soon as I can. I was given early access thanks to EA Game Changers. So I will I'll put this on the gallery as soon as I can. And if you guys want to download it and you don't have those extra packs, it's all right. You just have to replace just a little bit of the fencing and the staircase balustrade. So it's pretty easy. I love this poof. It is my favorite thing, but I actually heard that you can't sit on the poof, or your Sims can't sit on the poof. I mean, obviously you can't sit on the poof, but yeah, they can't actually sit on it, which I was surprised by because all the other ones we have in the game, you can. So I don't know if that was wrong or right, but anyway, yeah, apparently you can't sit on it. So I thought it was cute to kind of use it as a little side table. I love using these new lights coming down next to the bed so you don't have to have a lamp. It's already built into the ceiling. I thought that was kind of nice. And I think that thing with tiny living is trying to still give the feeling of some privacy in the house, even though you have such a small space. So that's why I've kind of tucked the bed around the corner away from the kitchen, so you do get that little bit of privacy if you want to go lie down and someone is still in the kitchen doing their thing. Or if you have friends over and want to go to bed or something before they leave. I don't know, that you can do. And I'm also using these base game counters because I'm just revisiting these industrial counters. I've loved them since we got The Sims 4. And I feel like it's because they have that beautiful wood top to them and none of the other ones do. I just love it. Although Island Living, did Island Living have a wooden top to them? Can't remember. So then we're using the dining table. We're using a couch we didn't use in the last build because we used the Murphy bed as a couch. So I love this couch and I love the armchair as well. I think they're really fun and colorful. And there's some nice muted colors as well. Using the little TV cabinet again. I like the other one, but I feel like this one's just more teeny tiny looking. Takes up less room. And this wallpaper is just like a plain gray, then putting over some base game wooden panels to kind of go with that mid-century vibe again. And yeah, it's just coming along now. But this could be a nice little house for a sim who, I don't know, maybe they inherited a bit of money and they were able to get a little bit of land and build a little bit of a house. Nothing too crazy, but they were able to build something very comfortable for themselves to start off in. So I guess these tiny homes could be like starter homes, except then we would have to have a budget. We should do a starter home tiny build challenge. So we have to use a starting amount of budget and are restricted to the size of the tiny or micro home. That would be a good challenge. Let me know if any other challenges you would like me to try in the comments down below. But generally, I think I do like this stuff pack. It's probably up there for one of my favorite stuff packs just because I love the functionality of having that tiny challenge built into the game. It is satisfying, and then that you also get all of the new traits to kind of reinforce the reason for doing it. I feel like in The Sims sometimes things that you do, there's not enough reinforcement for doing them. So for example, when we had the magic game pack, Realm of Magic, I felt like the spells that you unlocked and the potions weren't exciting enough to want to play that. So I feel like being rewarded with really good traits like double skill building in a micro home is really good. Building up relationships really quickly. I think those are really worthwhile. Worthwhile living the tiny life for, you know? If I could build my skills a lot more quickly in real life, if I lived in a tiny home, I'd live in a tiny home. I'd do that. And then up here is going to be our upstairs garden landing, I suppose, rooftop garden. The thing with tiny living, I think I would have loved to see more items leaning towards sustainability. I think that would have been really cool to maybe put a water tank in the pack, or maybe some solar panels that would have brought the cost down a bit. Those kind of items would have been really, really cool. So I'm really hoping that we see some more sustainable packs, or even a pack that kind of brings the mechanics of tiny living, that you do have the lot type of a tiny home and there are traits you unlock if you complete the challenge. Maybe we could do that with some kind of sustainable living pack where if you have certain things on your lot, then you unlock things as well. I don't know if that makes sense, but maybe you're kind of able to follow me. That would be nice. And of course, I would have loved to get a ladder in the pack like everyone else. We just want a ladder. It took us how many years to get the plain white door? My next thing is like, I need a ladder. So hopefully we can get that soon. I think the Murphy bed was really fun, but in some ways I'm like, okay, so the Murphy bed needed special animation. If a ladder needed special animation, I almost would have preferred just to get a ladder animation instead of the Murphy bed animation in order to fit it into this stuff pack. But I suppose a ladder isn't as much of an exciting selling point as a Murphy bed on a packet. You know, if you're in the store and you like see Sims 4 Tiny Living and it's like featuring a ladder, you're not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to buy that. You know, the marketing team was probably like, you know, maybe you should think about something else you could animate for. So, I mean, I get it. I just want it though. I want it so badly. Hopefully soon. And yeah, up here, I like using that little grass flooring tile up there. And you can see that we've also completed our 64 tiles. We cannot add any more. Absolutely not. And for this build, I wanted it to look a little bit darker. The last one, we made it all like the light woods in the pack, and we used some glass roof. So I guess it is quite different. It is a little bit different. It kind of looks like it's by the same architect though. You know, when you can kind of see someone's art style, it's kind of like the deli tiny home look. So next time I'm going to change it up. If there's a theme, let me know. Or if you have Twitter, tweet me some inspiration pictures. I love getting inspo pictures. These are just some base game windows, chucking them in there, and they're beautiful and big. So you can see the great outdoors from the tiny living space. I mean, who needs a big house when you're in a tiny home looking out a big window into the big great outdoors? I tried to make that sound so poetic, and it kind of almost got there. So yeah, these are the fencing I was telling you about, or this is the fencing I was telling you about that isn't base game, but it just like suited this so well. It just kind of looks like it's a part of the pack. So I like that. But I definitely think if you're building with tiny living, another pack that would go with it quite nicely that we haven't used with it much is the laundry day stuff pack, just because it does have that sustainable vibe about it, and the idea of kind of fitting a little laundry in, and there's like the ironing board that you can put on the side of the house, the washing tub. I just feel like that complements this pack really well. And I am excited to see what the community voted stuff pack turns out to be, because that is all about knitting, crafts, and I feel like that could work really well with this too. Also, these pots were floating because I was a level too high. It took me a second to realize. I was like, what is going on? So just mismatching those pots. I've gotten to the stage in my life now, in my Sims gameplay life, where I don't ever have those pots match. I always have to have different ones, because in my mind, you gather the garden pots over time. You don't go out and buy like 10 and all match. I mean, maybe you do, but I personally wouldn't. Love this little shelf here in the bathroom. And I've actually put this in the kitchen as well, even though it looks more like it would sit in a bathroom, just because it just looks cute above the sink with a little towel. And I thought these base game clothes hanging items worked really well too. I thought, you know what, this person's going to be just like sleeping with their jackets in their face, so maybe we'll move that over a little bit. And what is with the bedspreads in The Sims? Like the bedding, linen, doona cover, cushions, duvet, whatever you call them in your countries. What is with them always being so nice? Like if I had a bed made that nicely with all of these nice colors and like a nice little throw on it, I would be living like a queen. I kind of feel like we need some more basic beds. They do look nice though, but I don't know anyone whose bed looks so nicely made. I wouldn't mind, you know what could be cool? If beds were sometimes left unmade. Remember in Sims, was it Sims 3 or Sims 2? You'd have to make your bed and like water the houseplants. I liked that. I liked that your sloppy Sims could just like leave their beds unmade. I love these paintings as well. I think these paintings are a really nice mix. I was pleased to see like 3 different styles of illustrations in them. That was good. There's also some gardening items outside on the deck. And then that mirror that sits up quite high on the wall. Got that there too. I think the mirror is sitting up higher because if you wanted to put it above one of the dresses, which is a little taller, it sits perfectly above it. Pretty sure that's why they did that. And I love this little table. I kind of want it in a slightly bigger size as well for my bigger homes. But obviously that doesn't really make sense with the tiny theme, but I do like that. We've got our sustainable looking toilet, the very big floor lamp, which I still don't see it as much of a tiny pack item, but it is aesthetically pleasing to look at. And then this here, I do actually move it across a little bit because the sim was struggling to get past. So I do make that, I do player test that before I saved this. So when I finally do upload it to the gallery, it'll all work. So I made sure of that. Love the proof. The proof is my favorite thing ever. And I also sized it down. It looks quite cute sized down. I mean, if the Sims don't sit on it, which apparently they don't, they could, I don't know, but apparently they don't, then it's okay. It's decor. It can be sized down. Doesn't matter. Or your Sims will just be like sitting on air, which is kind of magical. So whatever. It's all good. And then the bathroom here, I think I just put like a regular shower in because of base game. I didn't want to use one of the uni showers. Yeah, so that's just the base game shower. I love that little sink. I love that the sink's kind of curved. That's a nice design. Very nice. And then of course we need the toilet paper. Speaking of which, I need to get more toilet paper. I almost ran out, so I'm glad we had this conversation because next time I went to the toilet, I wouldn't have any. So, woof. Lucky we made this video. And yeah, it's pretty much all coming together. There's just a desk here, and I was like, oh, I wanna fit this somewhere, but where is it gonna go? So we had to get rid of the desk, unfortunately. But up here, there's gonna be some plants. There's gonna be a little barbecue area. You've got the lounge that was added to the game a few patches ago, which is nice. So if you haven't seen that, there are now sun lounges in the game from a little while ago. And yeah, just putting a whole heap of plants around the place. So it's looking pretty good. And of course we needed a little seating table on the rooftop to eat your barbecued food at. So just trying to find a table that can work for that. A few chairs around it, sticking with that kind of black industrial looking theme, I suppose. This house is more industrial looking. The other one was a little bit more cutesy looking. I wonder what our next one is going to be like and how many bedrooms we're going to try and add. I feel like you guys are going to think of a really hard challenge, and I'm scared. Of course, we just want to finish this off with a little bit of terrain painting, because terrain painting always makes it look a little bit more realistic. I forgot the outdoor bin, or the outside bin, in the last video as well, so just popping those around the place. And yeah, this is pretty much the final look and feel of the build. So we're gonna jump into some screenshots in just a second so you guys can see what it's like from the Sims perspective. Oh, I just remembered, I have not used the first person camera forever. I need to do that again. So here we go. There's our little tiny home. It's cute. It kind of blends into the environment a little bit more. It's not like a bright, colorful house. It's kind of subtle. And yeah, there's the floor plan, so you can kind of see how it works. If you want to recreate it, you can, or you'll be able to download it from the gallery soon anyway. And I love these pot plants sized up just near the front door. And we're gonna walk in. There's our little kitchen. Very cute. Makes me want to go make a nice cup of cocoa and sit down on my cozy little couch or my cozy little bed. And there you go. And then there's the bathroom too. So yeah, ready for a sim to move in and enjoy. In their cozy, cuddly clothes as well, which I wanted to add to because I love those pajamas so much. But that was actually meant to be at the end of the screenshots. My bad. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you want the next tiny challenge to be in the comments down below. And of course, I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. I look forward to speaking to you soon. Dag dag!
This video was made possible by EA Game Changers, and I want to give a big thank you to EA for allowing me to participate in this event. If you guys like couples gaming channels, then click the link down below. We play Sims over there too, and we would love to see you there. Hey guys, it's Fantasia, and welcome to my overview for Tiny Living. We're going to be looking at Create a Sim and Build and Buy, and I'm so excited. So this is going to be like my straight on first impressions. Sometimes for packs, I will like look at the stuff ahead of time, or like some of it anyways. But this time I'm going to be totally surprised. Of course, I've seen the trailer, but that's about it. I didn't even like look. You know how in your game, when you like open the game, you can see like the list of things that a pack includes if you like click on it in like the startup screen or whatever. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Anyways, I didn't even look through that. So I'm just so excited to see all of this. Now I do know that there's new toddler hairs, and I saw them briefly, but not like up close in detail. So my shock is just going to be just as much. We also have to do our notification of Fantacorn fam shout. So this one goes to Josephine. Thank you so much for all your love and support. I'm so happy you found my channel, and I'm so happy you're just a part of the Fantacorn fam. That makes me me so happy, and I'm glad you have just been loving my videos. I love you so much too, and hopefully you continue to enjoy my videos. So if you guys want a chance to be in a notification fam shout out, all you have to do is comment down below on any video. You can comment anything you want, or you can comment some unicorn emojis and turn your notifications on. So you're gonna get my genuine, you know, just thoughts and like straight up first impression thoughts, what I think and everything like that. So I feel like that's best so you guys can know if this pack is something you'd be wanting to get if you don't know if you want to get it. So for the males, we have 2 hairs. We have this one and we have this one. Okay. Wait, I want to see it in like, yeah, like this type of shade, I guess. Even this one would be okay. Yeah, you can see everything. Okay, so I'm living for the curls. I actually think I like that one more. On him, I think I like this more for some reason. I don't know why, just like his face shape, his head shape, I don't know. But in general, I don't know, this looks good on him too. I don't know. Okay, this is my favorite one though out of the 2. I love the curls. I love seeing just more curly hairstyles in the game. All right, so I'm just gonna leave that on him. And usually I don't start with guys, but I guess we are today. I highly doubt there's anything in here. Oh my gosh, we have so many stuff packs, you guys. Like, what is life? Okay, nothing in there. So there's nothing in the hats or beards. That was expected. I don't know if there'll be anything in here. Obviously, this is more like based on, you know, tiny living, like the furniture and stuff like that. But apparently the criticism's pretty good too. Look at these cute glasses. Wait, I am loving them. Okay, so I feel like I'd actually use these more on girls, but like you could use it on either or, and I actually think they look really cool on him. I wish there was like a black shade. I feel like then I would have put it on him, but I actually really like those. Okay, I'm happy with that. There's no new necklaces or anything, so let's see the clothing. Okay, I don't think there's any new traits, but I will have to check that. Ooh, oh, okay. I'm liking what I see. Okay, hold on. These sweaters are everything. I mean, I don't know about all of them. I gotta click on them, but like, I love a good sweater. And honestly, it's the perfect time of year for this stuff. I'm excited. I'm not even, this is like genuine. I didn't know really what to expect with the clothing because I feel like I didn't pay attention much to it in the trailer and everything like that. So I was just like, okay, we're going in. We're gonna just see what we got. Okay, this I don't feel like I'm gonna use just straight off the bat. I don't think I'm gonna use this. However, it's not bad. I just feel like I never use shirts that, like, I don't know. If I'm being honest, if the buttons were here, I would use it. But the side, I don't know. I mean, it's a style, but I don't know if I like it. This, ooh, I love this. Okay, so this looks like, you know, a little denim button up, but then it kind of doesn't look denim. I don't know what it's meant to be. It looks like it's denim here, but then it also does, I don't know. I don't think it's actually denim. To be honest, it looks kind of like silky maybe. At least in this shade it does. Okay, but I like that. It's like a little cute dress shirt. And then we get a new jacket, which anytime we get a new jacket with anything, I love it because I just feel like we need more jackets for cold weather. Like you could totally rock this in the house too, but I really great for just winter wear. So I love that. Ooh, wait, is this my favorite? Do I like, ooh. Oh my gosh, I don't know which one I like more. I don't know. Oh, I love these. Like, I just love the swatches. Okay, I really like the ones that have like the tree and then the cat, that, or is a fox. Maybe it's a fox. And then we have this one. Oh my god, look at the way it fits him. Oh my gosh, wait, this looks the best on him in my opinion with the curly hair. It kind of just like ties it all together. We have to put him in this one. I don't know what shirt I like the best, but I like the 3 like sweater ones because they're everything. I mean, we love a good sweater. Okay, I'm gonna put him in that because he looks adorable. I know we're just gonna like look at the full body and then we'll take it off, but you know what? Whatever. So we have 2 new pairs of pants. I wish, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, when there's like this many tops, I wish there was at least 4 pants, just like variety. But then again, I feel like pants are more simple, so it's not like necessary, but it would have been cool to see 4 pants. However, I am used to this, but that doesn't mean that I wouldn't have liked to see 4 pants. Another thing I would have liked to see, I know this pack, I feel like it's very like comfy cozy is like the vibe, but I would have liked to see some jeans, maybe just some comfortable jeans, like laid back jeans. However, out of the 2 pants, I love these. Also, taking off the top, this is what the pants look like all the way up. So there's that. I love these ones the most, I feel like. Yeah, I like those a lot. And then what do we have in here? Okay, we only have 1 full body for the guys. I was expecting more, But let me tell you, this is adorable. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, it's like PJs. Oh, I needed this in my life. I did not know I needed this, and I most definitely did. What? This is adorable. I would imagine it's also for the females. I hope so anyway. It looks like it does. It is. I mean, oh my god, look at these ones. Christmas vibes all around. Oh my gosh, the panda ones though, like, oh my god, wait, I'm obsessed with this. This is everything. Okay, so I do wish there was like a couple others so we could have some like everyday outfits, but from what we got, I am happy with it. I think everything is absolutely adorable. Now, do we have any shoes? Let's see. I don't know. I want some shoes, but I'm not sure if there will be any. No, there's no shoes. Okay. All right. So I just threw him in those shoes. And then is there anything in here? Let's see. Nope, nothing in there either. So there's no accessories, there's no shoes, but the clothing, I definitely feel like they did a really good job on. So yeah, I think I got everything. If I missed anything, I apologize. And I don't think there'll be anything actually. No, it's just saying it's new because I guess I haven't clicked on it yet on my new computer still somehow. I don't know. I've had this computer for like 3 or 4 months now, so I don't know how I still wouldn't have clicked on these, but I guess I did not. So I don't think there's anything new here. It's just like acting like there is. And then I don't think there's any new traits either. I don't know what there would be. I'm pretty sure it's just like lock traits that we're getting, which I feel like makes sense. I have a lot of custom traits, so hopefully I don't miss anything. But yeah, I don't think there's any new traits, but if there is, feel free to correct me on that. And then, okay, so for the girl stuff, I get so excited. Oh my gosh. So we get 4 female hairstyles. I'm not exactly sure why these are showing in red. That's interesting. That's different. Whoa. They're different colors? Wait a minute. Is this a glitch? Is this for real? Excuse me? No. What? What? Oh, that is so confusing. What? Why? Hi? I kind of love it, but I'm kind of confused. Wait, are they just rearranged? Oh, is that a glitch? I don't think that's supposed to be like that. Okay, ignore it. There's the same amount of colors. They're not in the correct order. I don't know why. But here's this one. Let's put it in the blonde. And ooh, okay, it's just like the wraparound braids. Aw, I think this is adorable. I feel like I never use the hairstyles where the braid wraps around, so I don't know if I'll use it, but it is really cute nonetheless. And then we have, I think this is the same one for the males, so the females can rock it too. It actually looks really good on her. And then we have this one. Ooh, cute. Okay, I like this because it's like hair is coming down and they're like curled, and then it's a bun in the back, very just like laid back. And then we have the same curly one. So technically the girls also get 2 hairstyles, but just like, you know, you can mix and match. So the girls only get 2 like specific hairstyles for them. The other 2 are also for the guys. So I really like this one on her. I think it's super duper cute. We're gonna put her in that. And then there's nothing for the hats once again. And then ooh, okay, we do get some more. Wait, is it? Yes, it is. Okay. I was like, wait. Yes. Oh, I'm excited about that. Okay. I'm going to literally put everything on her. She is going to be rocking. She's going to have a whole transformation. She's going to have nothing like the style she did have. I like these. Ooh. I think they're really nice. I like how shiny they are. They just like stand out, you know? They're not like, I mean, we may have things kind of similar to this, but definitely not like, you know, it's definitely not like a duplicate or whatever. I think they're nice. I like that. I actually appreciate that they gave us those because I feel like you don't necessarily need that for this type of pack. Okay, so the females do have this too. We're going to look at the full body first. So we get 2 new things. I'm going to take these off. So we get this long comfy dress, which I actually love. Like, I don't know how much I would use it. However, I actually see myself using it on like a mother or an elder, to be honest. Yeah, specifically an elder. Like, imagine like sitting in a rocking chair knitting. Oh my gosh, we need that hobby pack, the knitting pack or whatever. Oh my gosh. But I actually really like this, and I feel like I would put it on my Sims to go to sleep, especially in these patterns. And then they have the peaches. These are the cutest things ever. Like, I actually can't. Oh my god, wait, it's a little bit different. They don't, oh wait, they get the panda. Okay. I was like, I want the panda for them. Okay, adorable. And then they also get 4 tops. Okay. So this is the first sweater. She has no pants on, just ignore it. So we have this beautiful knitted sweater. It looks so comfy, cozy. Again, I feel like I'd put this on my elders, but also like any age too, but it just makes me think of that. So love that. And then we get this sweater. Okay, like I was saying for the guys, like I love sweaters and I love it for the girls too. Also, I'm really excited about this cropped one here. We love a cropped sweater. Okay, I like this one too. It just looks really cozy. And then this, I feel like we definitely have things similar to this, but they just like switched it up. So like it's like the with like a shirt underneath, but this is like a different variation of it. However, I'm not mad at it because I feel like